Welcome to Easter Road as Hibs host Celtic in the capital in the Scottish Premiership tonight, with both teams looking to bounce back from disappointing results at the weekend. Delighted to say I'm joined by two Hibs fans, Callum Watt and Daniel MacLeod, to chat all things Hibees and preview tonight's big match. Callum, I'll start with yourself. It's not a great time to be a Hibie, not going as hoped. Where's it going wrong and why is it going wrong here?
Well, certainly on Saturday, all over the pitch. You can't really. There's not one individual area that went wrong. It was just there was no fight there at all. So that's what we need tonight. Just a wee bit of fight against Celtic. That's what the fans want to see. We're not really expecting too much, but if there's a bit of fight there, we'll get the fans back on side, because Saturday was toxic to say the least inside the ground. So a bit of fight tonight. Get back into it. Get a few good results going forward. Maybe not tonight, but you never know.
Yeah, Daniel, there's a few new faces here, Easter Road as well. What did you make of the recruitment and the overall window in January?
It's a bit of a mixed one, to be honest, Adam, because I think we've brought in a few really good players of good calibre. Emiliano Marcondes, Mizian Malida, even Luke Amos. That looks like the sort of players we need. But for me, the glaring error in Hibs, and it has been for a long time, has been the centre-back position. And we've not brought in an experienced player there. We've not brought in a proven player there. And I think that's going to be our weakness going forward. So I'm a bit gutted in that sense.
Yeah, Callum, we saw a little flavour and a little glimpse of what you can expect from the Foley group and the investment there in the January transfer window, given the profile of some of the signings. What was your initial reaction to the news that Foley would be investing, and how do you feel about it now?
Initially, it was delighted. Still pretty delighted, because obviously it's a minority investment. I think it's up to 29.99%. I think he's only going to be about 24-25. So we've still got the core ownership of the Gordons. Foley's obviously given in an initial $6 million. We've got that added partnership with Bournemouth, which we've seen with some of the players coming in, like Marcondes. So yeah, obviously the investment was kind of signed off at the end of the January transfer window. So going into the summer and beyond, I'm quietly optimistic that we can push on with Bill Foley, not at the helm, but helping us at the helm.
Yeah, Daniel, how important do you think this investment can be for the club? Given you look just this week, the latest financial results were published, and it's not a great read.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to mention first. These losses are huge, and I think, they're mentioning it's because of the football side of things. It's been a few years in a row the football side of things has let things down. It's going to be the same this year. So I think Foley, in that sense, he has really bailed us out. I'm more interested in the football side because, we've had good investment here. We've put a lot of money into the playing department and it's not been good enough. So I'm hoping that Bournemouth's resources does improve us in that way. But I'm slightly worried that it could block the pathway for our own academy players.
Yeah, Callum, this seems maybe the first time in his Hibs career that Nick Montgomery is under a little bit of pressure from the fans. How do you feel about that situation? He's got a lot to prove now, do you think?
Yeah, I would say so. Certainly going into Saturday, I don't think it ever crossed my mind that Nick Montgomery could be in danger of getting sacked. But if Twitter's anything to go by, which usually maybe not the best representation, then he's under pressure. Certainly if we get a doing tonight, which I hope not, but it's plausible, well, I don't know, I don't want to say it, but surely he can't be under pressure now, just because we can't keep sacking managers all the time. Like, if you want consistency, you need to let it happen. That's where I'm kind of at the moment. But if results keep being the way that they are, you can't stick with them in the hope that it gets better. It's one of those ones. It's a difficult one.
Yeah, Daniel, do you agree? Hibs have gone through so many different managers in recent years. Is it time for a little bit more patience?
We do need a bit more patience. I think it's painfully obvious that the problems extend far beyond Nick Montgomery or any single manager. I think, we need that stability. I'd love to see Nick given time because he did such a great job in Australia. But, results and more so performances have been so poor. We've become really easy to play against. You'd have to say we haven't progressed under Montgomery. So, unless there's an upturn in the next few games, I could see a decision being made. And in that case, I think if it were to happen, which I don't want it to at the current moment in time, if it were to happen, we need to look within Scottish football, someone who either knows the club or is proven at this level.
Yeah, Daniel, let's go for our score prediction. On to tonight's game. What are you thinking?
I'm not a very optimistic Hyvie at the best of times, Adam. I think after Saturday, that's only increased. I'm going to go 3-0 Celtic, praying for something else, but I'm sorry. It's just the way it's going to be, isn't it?
Callum, help us out here. Surely a little bit more optimism from your side.
Yeah, I'd say I'm one of the opposite. I was gutted on Saturday, but I'm well up for it tonight. Just, you never know what can happen. It'll be the most Hibs thing ever to win tonight. We'll probably still concede. I'll say 3-2 Hibs.
Okay, perfect. Going 3-2 Hibs, 3-0 Celtic. We'll see what happens. If you want to make sure you stay right up to date with everything going on at Easter Road tonight, make sure to follow PLZ Soccer across all of our social media platforms.